Hey guys, what's up? IrishEmerald here, coach of your Wexford Wailords, and welcome to our Week 10 team building video for you guys today, where we are up against Greg, coach of the Los Angeles Clefable. Link to his channel and all the UBL coaches and content will be in the description down below. And this week, guys, is a make or break for us. We must win in order to have a chance to make the playoffs. We have a good chance to make the playoffs, but we do rely on results elsewhere, as do several other coaches in our conference. Greg being one of them too. So actually, the winner of this has a really good shot at making playoffs. So you could it's going to be a very tight, close matchup between the two of us, trying to see if we can actually get in that final slot. So going to be very, very tight, going to be very, very close. But hopefully we can do our bit and get the W against Greg. I think hold on. Greg's team, as you can see above me now, consists of Mega Alakazam, Buzzhole, Clefable, Configurus, Roserade, Slazzle, Sharpedo, Steelix, Suicune, Typeno, Zapdos, and the Fire Neem. He has access to that. So, very scary team. Megazam, frightening. Fast, it outspeeds my Zeraora, which is terrifying. But mega fast, mega powerful, absolutely huge threat. He's got a couple of other things as well that's very scary. Clefable against my team is so scary because Clefable has access to not only just a Fire Blast, but a Fire Neem Fire Blast to absolutely nuke Scizor, which is terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. On top of that as well, he's got Sharpedo that can do a bit of sweeping form late game. He's got Crocoon, he's got access to that. He's got Zapdos, which is very nice and bulky as well. Very, very scary team across the board. And it's not going to be an easy matchup for us, guys. I really do think Greg's team matches up very, very well for us because he's got enough bulk to be able to upset me, and he's got Alakazam, which just runs over stuff, and he's got Clefable that can, will do a lot of work against my team as well. So it's going to be a very tough, scary matchup for us this week. But I think we have the team to be able to beat him. I'm taking a bit of risk here with the team I have. I know you guys probably don't want to hear me say that, but for me, against Greg, momentum is going to be huge. I need to constantly keep pressure on him the whole time. I need to break through him quickly and early and try and keep momentum, keep on him the whole time, and make sure that when it comes late game, we have all of his kind of walls dealt with, or at least with the range where it can be cleaned up by somebody on our team. Speaking of breaking, this is what we're going to be running out with. Out in front is Marid, Ahupon, holding a choice specs with Psychic, Dark Pulse, Trick, and Energy Ball. 252 speed, 252 special attack, Timid Nature, because Buzzhole is 79 base speed, so I can't have lower speed and add more bulk. I need to go max speed to be able to outspeed that, in case that's scarfed. And after that, we just have our two stabs because they do an insane amount of work. We have Energy Ball to be able to smack the Suicune and the Slazzle, not the Slazzle, the Sharpedo, because that's very, very scary. And then we have Trick then to potentially cripple a Suicune or Clefable or Zapdos, something of that ilk. Well, actually, I'm not too keen on Zapdos. Definitely Suicune though if I can cripple that. But very, very this Hoopa is going to be very, very effective for us, I believe. It can two-shot almost everything on Greg's team, which is very nice. So this is going to be kind of my early game breaker. I'm literally going to force the issue early with Hoopa, get it in, get it smacking some things, get it breaking through a lot of stuff, and hopefully it will do the trick. I was really going to go Focus Blast over Trick here for Steelix, but Dark Pulse wrecks Steelix anyways, so there was no need for Focus Blast, no need to risk that miss, and that was going to be Hoopa. Very simple, but it does a lot of work, and I'm happy for it. After that, we got Raphael, our Zeraora, Hold a Choice Scarf, rocking out Plasma Fist, Acrobatics, Volt Switch, Knockoff. You guys probably looking at this moveset anyways and thinking we're going to get walled by Steelix. And you're absolutely right, we are going to get walled by Steelix. But I couldn't. I was running the four moves slot syndrome here. I could have run Plasma Fist, Acrobatics, Knockoff, Low Kick, because Low Kick does roughly like 40% to Max Fist Def Steelix, thereabouts. I could have dropped Acrobatics and kept Full Switch. I was going to get into that kind of 4-move slot syndrome anyways, and it got to the point where if I did not have Acrobatics, Buzzhole and Roserade were going to be able to wall me. So that was a problem. Whereas if I left out Low Kick, only Steelix was going to wall me. So with that said, we said right, we'll leave Steelix out of this. We'll drop low kick and we put on acrobatics because I really want to full switch, I really want to knock off, and I need plasma fist for Sharpedo and Suicune. I haven't full switch because I want to get momentum. Momentum's huge for me this game, so I can full switch into Hoopa, do a lot of damage, that sort of stuff. And then knock off is just to get rid of a few items and all that kind of good stuff. Set wise, I got enough speed to outspeed Slazzle. 252 attack then, and the rest is put into bulk with the odd number here so we can survive hazards a little bit better as well. So that's very, very nice. Next will be a Charlotte R, a Rock Wind, Hold the Leftovers. Rocking out rocking out Liquidation, Leech Life, Toxic, Sticky Web, Max Bedef set this week. You're probably wondering what's going on with this. And truth be told, I need something to big to tank a few of the special hits here. That's on Greg's team. Now Mega XM could well have the Psyshock, and if it does, then Sylveon's able to deal with it. But if it's rocking out a Psychic, then we're in a bit of trouble. So I needed a couple of ways to deal with Alakazam. A Rock Wind is one of them. And I need to bring out Rock Wind this week because I want Sticky Webs to be able to slow down his team, particularly the Mega Alakazam. It's a huge threat for me, guys. Huge threat. So I'm bringing the Max Bedef set. This also helps me deal with Roserade because Sylveon can't deal with that. So this is a really good answer for Roserade. Really good answer for Slazzle because Sylveon doesn't deal with that. And we can actually kind of 1v1 Suicune, because if Suicune brings a Crocune set, it's not going to do much to my Rock Wind, because Rock Wind will eat up Skulls for days, eat up Ice Beams for days, so it's a little bit more easier to deal with. So that's the idea behind the Rock Wind, to be able to kind of check all those kind of stuff. Liquidation, Leech Life as our stabs. I could have gone Lunge, but I wanted the help that Leech Life offers me. I'm Brain Toxic. I was touching go about Toxic for a while. I was thinking if I could bring Reflect or something else, but Toxic when we're predicting the switch into Zapdos is very, very nice. Or for predicting the switch into Coffer Grigas, which is very, very nice. Being able to Toxic those two things is quite handy. And that's the reason why I went for that, because the Reflect or the anything like that didn't really look like it was going to do much for us in this matchup. So Toxic it is, and as I said, Webs, I need them to slow down Alakazam. After I got Sylveon, full Fizz Def set, and this is basically just to counter the Psyshock from Alakazam. If we see Psyshock off Alakazam, Sylveon is going to be the one to be able to kind of come in and deal with it a little bit better. Rocking out a Hyper Voice, Wish, Heal Belt, Baton Pass. Was going to go Protect, I was touching go and Protect the Baton Pass, but momentum is the thing this week, you guys. You're going to see me bring an awful lot of momentum moves. I need to get Hoopa involved as quickly and as early as I can to be able to smack some things, and this is one of the things I'm going to be doing with it. So Baton Pass on Sylveon, and hopefully this will do the trick. I've got my Cleric moves here, so we can Wish and Heal Belt, because he does have access to Toxic Spikes with Configurus and Roserade, and that is quite scary. So I need Heal Belt for that. Wish to kind of keep a few of my mons a little bit healthier. Hyper Voice to break any subs if Alakazam goes behind the sub, for instance. And yeah, Baton Pass, as I mentioned before. We should have enough natural Speed F bulk to be able to deal with most of Zam's hits if they're not Psyshock as well. So that's very, very nice to have. After that, I'm bringing Darmanitan. And you're looking at this immediately and saying, Irish, what are you doing? That's your third choice mon. Guys, I need speed, and I need not only just speed, but I need a bit of power as well. And Darmanitan with the Scarf gives me that. If I don't bring the Scarf, the likes of an offensive Zapdos outspeeds me. The Slazzle can do a bit of work to me. Sharpedo at +1 speed does a bit of work to me. So we're very kind of leaning toward. We're definitely leaning on the fact that he's got so much. He's got enough bulk and enough offense that I need to kind of keep momentum as much as possible. And having speed is going to be huge for me like that. So you can definitely see I'm running with the top end speed this week. Rocking out Earthquake, U-Turn, Flare Blitz, and Endeavor. EQ is for the Slazzle, in case that's in. Or U-Turn for momentum. Flare Blitz just to nuke things, and we nuke things with Flare Blitz even if we're jolly, which is fantastic. And then I have Endeavor. I was looking at what other move I could put on Darmanitan. Zen Headbutt isn't really an option against Greg's team. I was looking at a Fire type move, not really an option either, because Steelix gets bopped by Flare Blitz. So I was like, well, Endeavor is gonna eventually get, we're eventually gonna get worn down with Flare Blitz. So Endeavor late game on a Suicune could do wonders for us. So that's the reason why we went to Endeavor instead. Max speed, because we speed tie with the Sharpedo, so have to run max speed here on the Darmanitan, so we can see what happens when we go up against the Sharpedo potentially. Hopefully we win that speed tie. And if it comes to that, but hopefully it doesn't. And hopefully Darm will do the work for us. Really, really relying on Darm here to kind of do the work, because I'm relying on Hoopa early game to break through. I'm relying to break through Greg's team. I'm relying on Darm to break through it even further, and then relying on Zero Aura, provided Steelix is gone, to clean up with the Plasma Fist. Now, obviously, I need to be careful with Mega Zam, because Mega Zam could trace my Volt Absorb, but really relying on Zero Aura to kind of do a bit of work for us there with that. So that's the kind of idea with the offense, and having these choice mons is that to be able to kind of come in and hit hard and heavy, and keep the momentum on our side. And the idea is that we've got to keep our offense alive for as long as possible. Right, last but not least, we have Crimson, our Mega Scizor, with Bullet Punch, U-Turn, Defog, and Roost. We have a lot of Fizz Depth investment, but I have enough speed to stop a speed creeper in Clefable, because that could be a thing, and I'm not a big fan of dealing with Clefables who are going to be able to speed me and go for a launch, Z Fire Blast on me, and I'm not a fan of that whatsoever. So I'm bought a little bit of speed investment here to stop that from happening. And basically, guys, this mon is here to deal with the Buzzhole and to deal with the Sharpedo. Now, Buzzhole, if it's banded, does a lot to us, but we can deal with that when the time comes. But it has to be banded to kind of break through my Scizor, and Sharpedo doesn't really break through my Scizor at all, really, which is really, really nice. But that's the reason why we're bringing this thing. As Steelix can't do much to us, but we can't do much to it. But you get the idea there. Like we can at least wall that. Rocking out Bullet Punch, U-Turn, Defog, Roost. Very standard set here. I need the Defog for the access to hazards that Greg gets in rocks and toxic spikes. I need to be able to get rid of those really effectively on my side of the field. And Roost, of course, to heal up. U-Turn for momentum. I've 4 mons here that are going to give me momentum in this match with U-Turn, which is fantastic. U-Turn or Volt Switch, which is fantastic. Really needed to get Hooper involved, and then BP for a bit of priority in case we go up against the Megalith Kazam. Definitely need to watch out for that. And that is the team, folks. Hopefully we do the work. Very, very anxious. Greg's team is so scary. So scary this week. But hopefully we can get the job done. Hopefully we get the job done for you guys. He's got a great matchup against us, so I'm a little bit worried, but hopefully we can get it done. But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here today. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please click the like button down below for me. Definitely go check out Greg's channel. A link to his channel is going to be in the description down below, along with all the other coaches. If you guys got any comments on today's video, would it be good, bad, or indifferent, let me know in the comment section down below, including your thoughts on the team, what you would have done differently, etc. And last but not least, if you want to see more Wexford Wailords action coming away on this channel or more content in general, please smash that subscribe button down below for me and click that bell icon. And on that note, I'm going to get out of here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.